Here's the lie that you've been sold. If you want to grow your business, you need more clients. It sounds so obvious, except I think that's one of the reasons why so many virtual assistants remain stuck. The key to real success isn't necessarily having more and more and more clients. It's having better clients, higher paying clients. So stick with me while we explore how quality over quantity could be the game changer that you've been missing in your VA business. Hustle culture, which I've grown to really hate, tells us that if you are not constantly growing, that your business is dying. But is that actually true? When you're in this mindset of more, the first thing it often leads to is burnout. Because when you have more clients, you have more stress, you have more deadlines, you have more demands. The second thing that this myth does is it dilutes your brand and it dilutes your work. When you are stretched too thin, the quality of your service usually drops too, which in the long run is only hurting your reputation. If you're not focusing on delivering high quality work for your clients and you are finding yourself stretched way too thin between them, what can happen is that your work gets worse, your clients become unhappier with the quality that you're delivering, and then you really can't count on those referrals because they might not be comfortable referring you to their networks. The third thing I see happen, and this is usually with new VAs who are nervous, so they say yes to like every possible client they possibly can, is that they find that they've built this business of high volume, low value clients. If you're not careful and you don't take the time to distinguish between who's a good client who will pay you good rates because they respect your time and your work versus the low value client who can be very demanding and doesn't pay you well at all, it ends up costing you time, energy, and mental energy in the long run. So how do you know if you're on the wrong path and you're falling into this trap of chasing more clients for more success? There are three things I want you to watch out for in your own business. And the first is, do you feel like you're overworked all the time? In my opinion, having more clients doesn't bring you the freedom that so many freelance VAs look for. Instead, you've built a business around so many clients that you are actually trapped in this cycle of intense work from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to bed. And instead of feeling like your own boss and that you're in control of your schedule, you instead have basically set yourself up to work for 10 to 20 demanding personalities. Another sign that you are on the wrong path is that your stress is way up. If your revenue is kind of sort of rising, but your stress is rising even faster, that is the number one way to land yourself into burnout land, where eventually you get to the point where you're like, why am I even doing this VA business? And warning sign number 3 is you dread new inquiries from potential clients. So instead of excitement, anytime somebody reaches out about your services, you might feel like they're more of a burden than anything else. And if this all sounds familiar to you, then you need to rethink your strategy. So if more clients aren't the answer to your business, then what is? Number 1, raise your rates. Premium pricing sounds really scary. Like when I tell people, hey, it's really cool that you're charging X amount an hour, I want you to double it. People are usually like, I can't do that, but you can. Not only are you your own business owner, but by charging premium pricing, you essentially weed out the bad clients, the ones who are really demanding but pay you little money. Those people are not going to want to double your rate. They're going to go away. But in turn, you're going to end up attracting better clients. So goodbye bargain hunters. Hello better clients who are not only willing and happy to pay your rates, but they're willing to support you as a business owner and they respect your time and your efforts that you're putting in. Number 2, you're going to work on creating reoccurring revenue. Rather than working with clients on one-off projects, it's better if you can find a way to develop retainers, which is keeping clients on a monthly payment plan, or subscriptions. Both of those two models can help you create stability without constantly chasing new clients. And reoccurring revenue in the form of either keeping clients on retainers or subscription models can be really great because clients want to know that they have a VA who's in it for the long haul with them as well. So it's kind of a win-win for the two of you. Your clients know that you're invested in their business for the long term, and you know that you have reoccurring income coming in every month. And number 3, focus on cutting down some of your services. And yes, I am super serious about this one. When you streamline your services and get more specific about the tasks or services that you offer, becomes easier to market yourself because you're so focused on one thing that you really excel at. And the more proficient you are in one particular niche, the more money you can charge because it's like you've become an expert in your particular niche within the VA community. So instead of chasing more and more and more people, I want you to ask yourself these two questions. What is one change that you could make in your VA business that will help you focus on quality over quantity? Drop a comment below because I would love to hear your thoughts and share it with the rest of the community. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on next week's video.